Everybody in the home was resting peacefully, or so it seemed. Unbeknownst to many, and there is no role because of how tired everybody is and how much they're sort of drained. You're all resting, all sleeping peacefully, save one of you. Gwen, please, where do you want to go?
If I remember where we left off last session, Gwen waking up randomly doesn't make any sense because she wasn't awake for the conversation with Jules and Viv.
Fair. How do you want to roll this?
Oh, you're the story man.
Okay. The story man says. Fuck. The story man says, Gwen, taking a small change. You have not had a vision in a while. While you rest, you do have a vision of sorts. They're not fully pieced together. What you do get is essentially the sense of unease, but not in like the worst way. More like a sense of unease when you know you're not alone anymore, even though you're supposed to be. You open your eyes, though not truly, and you are in an abyss. You hear voices without any sound. You recognize one from the way they speak as Vivian, telling the group not to follow through and not to go to the island of Alcatraz. The words begin to muddle and you can't make them out anymore. You don't know who's talking anymore, but you do get the feeling that you're not going anymore. That the group has decided they don't want to head out anymore. And as that understanding crosses your mind, you get a new image. You see someone's back, hair dark, fluffy, and they seem to be standing almost kind of as if trying to be a wall to somebody. They're hit. They're going down. They do go down. But you watch as soon after they hit the ground, little Slimy, the one Slimes, the little gloom rat that you seem to have pseudo adopted, runs up and tries something, but you're not sure what. It doesn't seem to work. And you get the feeling that it could have worked, but you're not sure why or how. You're filled with confusion, I imagine, and then a voice starts to sort of echo in your head. It's not saying anything, it's more like a twisted and glitched cackle of a smug individual thinking they have checkmate on a board they're playing checkers for. Until it finally snaps you awake. What do you do after you wake up? Remembering the glitched cackle of smugness and no role needed to know who that's assigned to.
The bitch. Um, Gwen sort of takes a moment to just lay there like, well, that sure did fucking just happen. What the fuck? I'm okay. I'm good. I just forgot what I was holding in my hand and got very confused. Um,
You as you sort of wake up, you realize you can hear a certain Archer snoring heavily on your phone as your phone is very hot to the touch.
just
And just
gonna
yeah.
like text him a heart and gently hang up.
You you go to text the heart and hang up, and you see the smallest rat kind of almost spread eagle sleeping on top of the heated phone like it's a fucking cat with a heater.
Rat is going to be moved to her shoulder.
You grab it, start picking it up, and it goes, "Oh my gosh," and it like kind of does a ripple effect, but it does rest peacefully on your shoulder and almost does like that little Cinderella mouse like "Stray," and then kind of looks at you with that like curiosity of, "Are we leaving?"
Just Quinn just nods before like very carefully sneaking out of the apartment.
You pass by many individuals as you pass to the entrance, none of which seem to be awake. I'm getting a call from my mother. One moment.
Objectively hilarious. Uh, I'm gonna take a minute to eat the thing I got confused I was holding. I have dill pork chops, scalloped potatoes, and lightly steamed veggies.
Oh, those taste good. Go ahead and put them to the side because I'm back, motherfucker, like a vengeance.
Yes,
Um,
Gwen is sort of a Disney princess. We've established this.
Gwen isn't sort of a Disney princess. If we are using the Grandmaster title as hierarchy, Gwen is a Disney princess. So, with that in mind, you sneak past everybody. You do see Viv and Noir conked out. You see, we know, buddy. You see Aaron. He's got this not too far from them, but has this new little hat that they seem to be very attached to, and you don't take much to put two and two together there. But you don't stop to think much about how everybody's resting. You just sneak out. As you sneak out, where do you head to first? Do you want to try and go by foot? You want to try and go by weird other option or by train? I couldn't think of the what we called the other thing. The mole
What
hole.
I know about big cities, there should be a train.
Yeah,
Trains go
there's
lots
obvious.
of places. Choo
Yeah,
choo.
there is a train that you know can easily get you to the docks.
The train seems like perhaps one of the fastest options. So Gwen will do that.
You go ahead and get on the train. And it's one of those times at night where it's like, oh, look, I'm at the perfect in between busy people and third shift people. And you just almost have a cart to yourself, except for one hooded individual in the back corner of the cart who seems to be enjoying themselves, kind of laughing at everything.
Weird, but okay.
And eventually you get to your stop and you go to leave. And the person gets off as well. And you don't take long to figure out they're walking the same direction as you. What do you do?
Yes, we know Juliet's solution. Gwen's going to step to the side, like look for like a bench or a suitable ledge, step to the side and act like there's something in her shoe to see if they walk past her or if they're deliberately following her.
You go ahead and take a stop, and the person seems to, like, as you fake something, the person seems to kind of also dive over to somewhere to just kind of like stretch their legs a bit as if they're trying, but they're not but they're not like too close to you, so you can kind of tell that they are tailing you, but they're doing their best not to show it.
Much stealth, very wow. Gwen stands up, straightens up, throws a I see you look over her shoulder, and just keeps walking.
The person does react and gives like a wide eye, like oh, and tries to hide their face, kind of thing.
Incredible.
And then you hear the steps following you again, and eventually, I imagine you turn around again to the person who's still following you.
The disappointed mom look from Gwen, like, what you doing here, bud? What's the plan?
As you go to ask, "What's the plan?"
No, she
you
doesn't
hear
say that out loud. She's just giving them, the disappointed mom look.
they're just kind of like the figures just kind of like stop and they're just kind of there, and then just kind of like tiptoes back. Give me a perception check. You look at them for the longest time. What are you looking for when you look at them? Like, are you trying to discern anything with that? Because you can discern something with that.
Gwen is trying to figure out.
Or funnier. Funnier. Uh, that's not a person. That's two Draco eggs and a fucking trench coat.
Gwen has to cover her mouth and turn to the side to keep herself from laughing.
You straight up look at the first one who's got the head title, and then you just see the smallest little Draco snout from like the Draco egg pop out and kind of whisper to its brother and go, "Is she still there? I can't see anything." Followed by, "Shut up, you moron, she's looking at us."
They're dream eaters, Cherry. To which Gwen will ask, what on earth are you two doing?
Is a quick little look between each other. And by that I mean the head looks down and the abdomen looks up. And then it's just the going for a walk. Hey, that was good, bro. I know, right? I practiced.
Uh-huh. Shouldn't you be back with the others at the amphitheater?
Well, no, we're not. We're making sure you're okay. Wait. And then, like, and then you realize it's not, they're not Draco eggs. This is 100%. I did fuck up the name, by the way. I'm so
Did
sorry
you
for
mean
those.
Drakquax or?
Yeah, rat quacks.
So one of them's a drat quack. I gotta look at the exact list because I know the other one's not. So
What's
one
the
of
other
them
one
is
look
a
like?
one's a drat quack, and that's the one on top. The other one is a ducky goose.
Incredible.
So a ducky goose and a drat quack kind of lean out of their thing and then just go, "No, we're not," from the top, and then, "Oh, we wanted to follow you and make sure you were okay. We saw that you left." And then all of a sudden, like just a clawed foot bonk on the head. You idiot! What? She asked.
That's very sweet of you.
And then they kind of like pop down, and you can see the sticks that Drake, the little like Drake Quack was using to mimic arms, just get thrown into a fucking alleyway as they both waddle over. What are you doing out so late? Yeah, it's dangerous out here.
It's very sweet of you, but I assure you I can handle myself. I've just got something I believe I need to do.
Oh, okay. What is it? Smack. You idiot, that might be personal. But yeah, what do you guys do?
Gwen has clearly been like softly snickering every time they say something, just like they're idiots, but they're adorable.
My pizza is
Well,
pulling up, so this is gonna be a quick one.
yeah. Gwen goes, I've got to get to the island in the bay, Alcatraz.
Oh, you could use the mole holes. Smack again. We don't call them that. We call them dream lines. No, you call them dream lines. We call them mole holes.
Are they fast?
It's like going in a door and then exiting out somewhere else from the same door.
Sounds pretty fast to me.
Yeah,
Would it be alright if I used one to get to the island?
sure. Smack. Why'd you hit me that time? Oh, I thought you said something stupid, but no, you actually, that's a good thing. If you keep doing this, I'm gonna have that, what do you call it? Brain damage.
Alright, you two, that's enough. Break it up.
I'll be right back.
No brain cells. Dream eaters have no brain cells. Smooth brains. Holds up Peaches. This is the only dream eater with a brain cell. Scuffles and Peaches share a brain cell. Because I've definitely seen Scuffles do some dumb shit.
My brother's outside. He intercepted the pizza. Not a bad
Dare he?
thing, but hold on, he's getting at me from the window.
I just had a thought, and
Dang,
while
I'm not-
technically true, also made me
Hold
cackle.
on, hold on, hold on. I gotta mute you guys. What are you trying to say? I'm nuts.
Aaron will get a giggle out of this. The
What do you-
only
what-
real, the
what-
only dream eater with more than 2 brain cells is Riku.
I want Chuck and then run out. Hey, run.
As per the events of the 3DS game Dream Drop Distance, Riku is a
Hey,
dream eater
okay, I'm back.
and is
I just,
therefore the only dream eater with more than 2 brain cells.
I had to fucking. That's not. Did you say Riku or? Mickey.
Yeah, we were discussing Dream Eater shit.
I had to stick half my body outside of a window that was not that big.
Sir, why?
Because my grandmother made dinner, but I had a whole fucking chunk of onion, and that's one of those like tism things that just ruins a meal for you. So instead of hurting her feelings, my brother just handed me a pizza through my window. Okay, so I'm good. Where did we leave off?
The Dream Eaters were going to show Gwen the dream door to get to the island very fast.
The dream line, yeah. So they start walking down the same alley where you saw them chuck the fucking thing, chuck the half man costume down said alley, and you begin to watch as slowly the alley itself kind of becomes these stars, and you feel your keychain sort of shaking and shining as the little dream eater marks begin to shine but not shake as they walk through. And then you are at the amphitheater where there's still kind of a cornucopia of beings. And you can kind of see them. They're enjoying what looks like one of those musical cats, like a group of those making tunes for everybody. And then the Drat Quack just goes, okay, turn it around.
Doing a
And
180.
and then the fucking Ducky Goose goes, no, we gotta walk a couple more steps forward. Let it reset. What are you talking about, reset? And it's going. It's like the Ducky Goose has been holding your hand essentially, just like back up a little bit. And then like a steaming mad Donald Duck just goes. It walks fully back to where it was, and then after like you hear the Ducky Goose going, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, it's good. Do you need company?
I think I'll be alright, but I know who to call if I do. Just
You
gonna
care?
boop them both on the nose.
The Drat Quack goes. The other one goes, oh, nice. Be careful though. There's those weird things on the island over there. They've been dwindling in numbers, but that means that there's something scarier than them on that island.
I'm I'm a tough cookie, but I promise I'll be careful.
Okay. And if you're not back in, what time should we send Bubbles?
Out of character question. Bubbles?
Bubbles!
Me and Nini had the same reaction. Um, Gwen does sort of raise an eyebrow, like, who or what is Bubbles?
Just turns around and you see Bubbles is not a person, Bubbles is a group. Bubbles is a Meowjesty and an Ursa Circus and a crab and a cab cannon. Just like standing there, waving, and give me a little quick perception check real quick. Quickest one you can make.
I
You
see
see
all.
Yeah, you see in the real back a Tubquin Ace, which is the strongest Tubquin that exists in that game. Fucking chillaxing.
Mm,
And then
let's
like
say 2 hours. 2 hours is good, right?
you get an attempted thumbs up, which is just a YMCA without the MCA from Ducky.
I love that. Adorable.
I asked for a medium and I got a lower an XL. Jesus. But yeah, no, you go. You can go through the tunnel now, the dream line, if you want.
Yep, she's going. going to thank the little guys, but she's going. Got places to be. Got a slimy rat to help.
Insert the TARDIS noises here, and you're there. As you arrive, you do see an uncomfortable amount of splatters that used to be gloom, and you do see the occasional like traps going off in the distance. As very quickly as you exit and get a little bit closer, the lights of Alcatraz all shine on you at once, and you hear him. Ah, the daring guest. You, you, you have arrived.
Mm.
Everything is
You
coming off
force me
of.
on lockdown. Anyway,
Yeah, everything's coming out of speakers.
yeah. Yeah. Gwen, like, sort of like raising a hand to shield her eyes, just goes, "Yeah, I'm here."
Make your way inside, and insert the appropriate code, and you will be allowed back.
All right, all right. And Gwen will start making her way towards the entrance.
Your doors not automatic, but they open up for you. As you do make your way to the first, it's not hard to make your way to the ground level lab. It's not hard to find out where you're supposed to go. And once you arrive to the door of it, um, you can go ahead and enter if you'd like.
Gwen does not see any point in procrastinating this nonsense.
Okay, you go ahead and enter in.
Oh.
Very silently behind you, something is following. It's kind of like those things like, oh, there's something in the darkness. I better move quicker. Like it's a horror movie. And as you enter the first lab, the fake lab, if you will, and close the door behind you, you hear a loud thud of something very big and very heavy slamming against the door, almost enough to dent it. As pretty quickly you
Terrifying.
can, like, do you look at the door before you check inside, like before you like look
Yeah,
around, or you? Yeah,
Gwen does look back at the door like, what the fuck?
the gloom rat, little slimy, just goes from your like shoulder, like giving like the fucking voice too small to give actual words, kind of angry fish shaking.
Adorable.
Yes. And as I imagine you look around the lab, the fake lab at least.
Yep.
Within seconds, you know where the keypad to put the password is, as it has been revealed, and there are etchings in the wall that say password here. Don't be dumb. And then like almost all of the fucking password beside it, missing the G for Gawain.
Gwen can she spot like an active camera in the room?
No, but you know you're being watched.
Just looks up and picks, like sort of just a spot that would make sense to have a camera and just gives it the most "I'm disappointed you think I'm that dumb" look.
You can almost feel the cackle behind the keypad. So I imagine you go enter. Yes, you're not procrastinating, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now you say that, Nia, But Gwen, your token would be right here. I'll keep pinging it real quick.
I see it. I see it. Just had to go find Gwen. God damn it.
I don't know
Go
where
away.
those stats are coming from anymore.
I don't either.
Because you're not on any other map.
And they're certainly not the ones I have on my sheet here, so I don't have a clue either. I gotta fix those numbers. Anyways.
So you are, I imagine, beginning to walk down the corridor of stone.
Yep, just boop, boop, boop.
You
God
hear the
damn
door.
it.
Yeah?
I said, God damn it, Nia.
Yeah, what'd you say? You hear the doors open ahead of you, and you hear a clanked, sort of heavy foot kind of drag out as the image of the token, yes, the man on the token, is kind of glitching in and out until he stands in front of you. Good. How have you been?
I've been better. That's a new look.
Yes. Well, my body is in repair and in prison, but tomato, potato, and begins to walk inside, assuming you'd follow him.
She does, like, there's like a hand up onto her shoulder under the rat, just like, is dude as weird as I think he is?
Are you asking the rat?
No, that's just like, I need to be reassured, and the rat is the best thing I've got right now.
He begins to walk a bit forward and kind of stops. So, where do you want to go first?
We'll go over that, Nia. Um, Gwen like raises her eyebrow, giving him a look of like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Aside from, she'll like sort of like hold the gloom rat and go, "Well, my friend here, I think needs some help, and he says the rest of him is here."
Uh, 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 prototype. I thought he was destroyed. He survived. Very good. He is a key. I knew, I knew, knew, like he starts glitching out fully, and you just hear a second set of feet not too far from you, around right here-ish. And then all of a sudden, Dr. Corin, another version of Dr. Corin, begins to walk up. Terribly sorry about that. My bots seem to be malfunctioning, and then walks directly up to himself and using one of the clearly robotic and glitching arms, pierces it, and then rips something out of it as it falls over in the corner. It should buy me some time, and begins to insert it into the back of the bot's neck. Now, that is the prototype. He's
Very important.
For
He is
what?
the key. Easy. Prototype is the first. He is the first gloom. Thus, he is the most pure version of gloom. What it was genuinely intended for. Without its mind, it's nothing more than, well, waste, truly. And he begins walking to the door, kind of stopping a bit. I imagine you're here for a reason with him. Are you perhaps here to collect him? Collect his body, I should assume.
He did seem to believe the rest of himself was here.
Oh, oh, it is. But you see, I cannot get close to the rest of him. And he walks up to the door. And neither can you, for that to be. As he begins to unlock the door, you see exactly why. As the door unlocks, and there are layers upon layers of Dr. Corin and his bots, his copies. You see that console right there over the water?
Yes.
It is not a console. It is the upper layer of the containment unit holding the rest of Prototype's body. You have Prototype's mind. If you wish to collect his body, you may, but I would keep my distance if I were you.
Why?
Well, I'm not made of flesh, which means well, how should I say this? May not be made of flesh at the moment, but I cannot get close to it. So I do not believe you would fare much better. But if you would like to try, you may. There is nothing truly, and he walks closer, stopping you. Simply walk over and collect what you've come for.
Nothing else in here.
Sadly, no. This is the most protected area in the lab. Save the exhaust vent I used to craft more of me.
Stop looking at the VC. Gwen's giving him that I don't quite believe you look.
He looks at you. And then just pauses for a moment, looking at his hands. Well, one holographically generated hand. I'm a man, Gwen, not a monster. And you are family. I would never hurt you.
Gives him a look and goes, on what grounds?
He just smiles.
No, let me finish my sentence. Nia took me out of the fucking kneecaps. I love you too, you little
Hold
shit.
on. Hold on, Aaron just took me out. Oh god, fuck you. I'll show you why in a minute.
Yeah, Nia said, "You're a muppet of a man, my dude." Okay, I'm good. Okay. Gwen like gives him this look and then goes, "On what grounds do you believe yourself to be any part of my family?"
It's silent. Very, yeah, you see? It's very silent for a moment. You made my sister happy. And with the feeling, go ahead and give me a survival check, please.
Survival?
Yes. Though you don't feel like you're in any danger at all, the look he gives you just makes you feel unsafe. You made my sister happy. What more could I ask for? As the only one who truly cared for her. And then he just seems to remain silent, smiling. Never turning away from you, but just smiling.
Just
Don't
rolls
look at
her
the needed.
eyes like, "I highly doubt you are the only one that cared about Guinevere."
He does not respond to you. Still smiling, still watching. The gloom rat, slime, on the other hand, is kind of like trying to tug you towards its body, like just like yeet.
Holding their rat looks at it and goes, "You think it's safe?"
It
Gives you like one of those like maybe hand waves.
do you get closer?
It's a good baby, Nia. Gwen will take just like a one step closer, just a little nudge forwards.
Okay. Just like a small little nudge forward.
Little nudge.
Nothing seems to change. Just that the baby is getting more and more excited.
Antsy baby.
Once you get about 1 block away from the entranceway, go ahead and give me a perception check. Or insight, if you want to trust that one. About right here-ish. Insight or perception.
Insider perception.
Either or.
Fuck you, chicken nuggets.
The baby's body is starting to kind of look like it's like, you know what? This is going to be very, it's going to be horribly, going to be horribly understood. You know what it's like whenever like fucking that soap slime gets sucked up by a vacuum?
What?
Like if you have like a little bit of slime and some sort of vacuum, just like it's the starting process of that.
Jello schlorp. Got it.
It's like Jello being slurped up by fucking somebody. It's like that beginning essence, and it's like just kind of reaching out, but it doesn't want to leave you. you wish to continue.
Yeah. Like picks the baby up off the shoulder, holding it in her hand in front of her, just like, okay, I'm going to put the baby in front of me and take another little step forwards.
Do you step foot on the platform, or are you just putting the baby over the platform?
Putting the baby over the platform.
Still, no change. It's just like the stronger suck.
And then Dr. Corn just finally speaks up. It's code protected. You'll need to input a code. Same one as before.
Looks at the baby and goes, like, I gotta stop looking over there.
Just
Like, looks at the baby and goes, "You sure about this, little buddy?"
nods at you. Nods at you. Not leaving your hand, nodding at you.
I assume you can't do this yourself.
It looks at its tiny hands and then looks up at you, and then pushes on your hand. You almost feel nothing.
Point taken.
Like it gives you that sassy, doesn't break eye contact, full body push. You almost feel nothing.
There's a small sigh. And Gwen clearly doing that bracing for something to happen steps out onto the platform.
The sucking motion stops as it's now just zeroed in on the console. Please proceed forward.
Gwen talking to herself the entire time, just like, yeah, because this isn't weird or ominous or
The
anything.
Closer you get, the more the rat becomes pure green. Its eyes glazing over. And then, Gwen, as you get about another step towards the machine, the console, the keypad, you realize something. Give me a perception check with, I will say, double advantage because this is a fucking low DC, but in case you get a crit one, even though it's not in your nature. Yeah, not in your nature. It was a 19 to roll that you could have missed with that fucking modifier, so kind of take a moment and you can look around if you want to ensure, like, absolutely make sure, but what would be so dangerous that it knocked out 7 of the bodies of Dr. Corn? Why were they destroyed? Why were they ripped apart? What was missing? And then it just sort of like that terrifying realization. Slime was missing. Gwen, the platform is not over water.
Gwen looking down and looking back at Slime, still carefully held in her hands, just goes, "So you're a lot bigger than I thought you were, huh?"
It does not respond to you. But yes, the more steps you take a little like test when I imagine.
And just a little half step forwards.
The moment your foot touches the ground, the water below you ripples with a green color.
Gwen, under her breath, extremely affectionately, "Lime jello looking motherfucker."
You are at the keypad. You see it kind of scan you a bit, and then it begins to lift up the keypad to your hands. What do you input? Gwen?
Buffering. Corin did say it was the same code as before, didn't he?
Yep.
Just gonna look at slime and like one hand above the keypad, one hand holding slime up to eye level, and just go, if you have any way to give me a helpful insight right now, now's the time.
It turns to you finally, almost looking like, and this is gonna kill the fucking Nia VC, almost like a god rat. Like a rat embraced with the blessings of all the gods, and gently reaches over and taps your forehead, and you see something. Do you let it? It's just a quick little half image. Make me a wisdom save.
Give you a wisdom save?
Yes. You now have the choice. If you want to ignore it, you can. If you want to see it in its entirety, you can.
Gwen did ask the rat for help.
You see something that fucks with you, something that scares you. You see Morgana, not the original, but the Blight, as you've come to name her. You see Blight standing, laughing, cackling, and you see something rising from her shadow, grabbing at her, weakening her. And as it tears off of her, something tearing something away from her, off of her, it forms a sword and it holds it towards you. This figure you cannot identify. Whatever it is, whatever this what slime is showing you, you take a quick moment before you realize he's showing you that she can become killable, that she can be wiped out of existence. And as you begin to process that notes, process that imagery, you see her image fall, and very solemnly something else, the very thing that gave you the opportunity to kill her, stand in her place. Offer you the blade once again before you are zapped back to reality as it just sits there waiting on your response.
Gwen staring down the rat. Man. Don't yell at me, Nia. I hope you get a little less cryptic.
It looks at you and then kind of takes a moment like it's trying to think before just motioning towards everything, towards the keypad.
Technically speaking, Gwen's derailing herself, but in any case, she's just gonna take a deep breath and start inputting the code.
Do you remember the code?
It is 7 Alpha 6 Gamma Gwen.
So you input that all. And then it begins to, the keyboard itself, or the keypad itself, kind of releases some air and pulls to the side as you watch. You still have your one hand with kind of like platformed for slime.
Like platformed and cupped because slime.
Okay, so after it begins to pull apart and eventually it opens and you see it's just like the entrance to the water below or whatever's below you, as you're kind of examining it, slime leaps from your hands and dives into the water. And then after about 3 seconds, the water turns pitch black. Then dark green before light green, and a closer shade of gray begins to crawl back out, now in a humanoid shape, tall, no legs, but upper half that is unmistakable as several eyes open, where normal eyes would be, and below and on the forehead. And eventually it just stares at you. The water from this room drained completely. And it kind of. Do you still have your hand cupped out?
A little bit, yeah.
It gently reaches down and picks up your hand, cupping it from like making sure you cup it properly, and then leans down and you watch the entirety of mass of it all shrink, compress, and then now it is a about normal sized rat, pure green with a little bit of gray stripes, and it stares at you. It almost looks real.
Gwen, like, moving to hold it with both hands, looks at it and goes, I don't understand how you defy the laws of physics. But I think you were offering to help earlier?
I'm going to ask you, do you want this to be public or do you want this to be private and you can share it at a later date?
Points at you. You both know we both know our brains are full of soup.
Fair. So you want it to be public.
Yes.
In perfect fucking common, the rat says, yes, for the false one, the blight, to fall, someone must rise in her place. Or, if that is unacceptable, you must strike down the one who takes her place. We will not fight you. We do not want to hurt anyone. We simply were made to help, save. We do not enjoy. And then it kind of like almost kind of leans back towards where, like leans over to look at Dr. Corin. We do not enjoy what we were made to be. We are not tools. We wish to live. We wish to help. May we?
Well, I think at this point we could use all the help we can get. And the others may be able to help me come up with a better plan than, I don't know, what we've got so far.
As long as we are on one term and one thing alone, blight must be erased.
Well,
She
she
can.
does want my best friend dead, so trust me, we're on agreement there.
Good. And then it just kind of like takes a moment and goes, this is probably weird, isn't it? I'm very sorry. I don't know any other form.
It's all right, you know. I've
Not
seen
really.
weirder recently.
I was a brain in your hand. I don't think I can get much weirder.
This is about par for the course for us, yeah.
I suggest a vacation. Once all is said and done.
Oh, that's the hope.
Oh, or a barbecue. Rito loves them.
I am not surprised that the noodly boy likes barbecue.
Rito is a woman.
You're right. My brain forgot that. I keep thinking Rito's a guy.
I want you to understand, it crossed my mind. I was about to say, oh fuck, did I make a trans character and forget their gender?
Rito is pure gender envy.
Yes, 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 she is.
Yeah, Gwen pauses, thinks for a minute, and just nods. Yeah, yeah. I've had a
And then
very, very long week, I think.
as you do kind of do that, it crawls up your shoulder and goes, one moment, looks at Dr. Corin, and Dr. Corin opens his mouth, and you watch a fucking sickle drag into its face and begin to go down as the gloom rat has lifted just a single paw and has become a very terrifying weapon before it becomes back to normal mass and goes, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I've heard he did some pretty fucked up shit when it came to making you guys, so.
He glassed a fucking planet.
That explains why I never met him and nobody ever wanted to talk about him. And
Well,
also
no,
why we got yelled at once for finding his book.
yeah, no, he's crazy, fucking insane, truly. I do not believe that is the only one he had here. I think he makes them here, but fuck that guy.
Fuck that
And
guy. He can stay here for the rest of forever, I guess.
well, no, his body is not here. It is somewhere off planet. They and like as it goes, it begins to get more normal with talking to you, like kind of comfortable with that less cryptic vibe of like it's remembering how to talk to somebody. He fucking straight up was just separated from his body, his mentality, like his what is the word? I just hold on. I just came back to normal like 3 minutes ago. What the fuck is the word?
Mind?
Yes, his mind was separated from his body. Ugh. And like takes a moment to go, know how that feels, kind of. Ugh. And they keep his body in another place, and they just put a bunch of fakes all over the place to torment him. Whoever did it was really angry with him.
Yeah, that that tracks. I mean, I can't imagine a lot of people from back then who would be very happy to find out that someone had glassed a planet.
I don't even enjoy knowing that that's how I was born.
Understandable.
I was my I want to help people. I was created to help people, but my birth was the death of people? That's not cool.
Gently pats the rat. I can
You want
understand
me
that it would be very distressing.
like he just takes a pad and goes, "Do you want me to look like anything else?"
I mean, if you're cool with being a rat right now, we can figure out how to get you to look like more things when we're not in the creepy place.
And then he kind of like hops off your shoulder. Actually, I do want to do something real quick. Are you going to go back to the amphitheater?
I was thinking about it, yeah. Check up
His
on the little guys.
okay, very good. And then slowly his body begins to start reconstituting itself in a different shape as you see a pure gray and like green tinted armored hand slam against the ground and he starts forming himself into a knight's form. I am going to go collect more of my body from the blight that has infected the other halves of me and mockery of myself that surround this island, if that's all right with you.
Well, it will keep them from attacking people here and
It
will be a
will literally
significant annoyance to Blight, so I think that's a good idea.
nods, almost like childlike, like a very childish, like nods over and over, and goes, like, kind of takes a moment, steps back, and then pulls in and hugs you, like a very thankful hug from a child. Thank you
Going to
for,
herself, this is fucking adorable and weird at the same time.
and then just like as with the hug, it goes, "Thank you for saving me."
It was the right thing to do.
Just, I owe you one, and then runs off. Okay, I showed emotions. Time to go. Bye. As you do begin to make your way back to the amphitheater. Yes?
Yep.
Right here, we're going to take a little 5-minute break. I got to go run and use the restroom. I'm so sorry.
Incredible. No, no. You don't even know the half of it yet. We're not to the good part.
Hey, sweetie.
Yes, my love?
I love you.
You're gonna make me cry.
Yes, yes, I am.
Gonna make me cry. Affectionate. I'm gonna have all of the feelings.
You're gonna have
Holy
feelings whether you
shit.
want them or not.
I'm gonna eat these scalloped potatoes while I wait.
I've just been
Uh,
playing Genshin.
and listening to story time.
Yeah, just like we probably could have shown up 2-3 hours late and still be fine.
But then you'd miss everything else.
I know.
You're gonna miss the good shit.
Like this.
No, I would have known that I wouldn't have missed much with that. You're always like this. Am I wrong?
Oh, by the way,
You want
sweetie.
to miss your friends doing their stuff? They enjoy when you do your stuff.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it.
I'm back.
Hey,
What's
sweetie.
going on?
Yeah.
Yes, my love?
Do you want those things that we talked about randomized or in order?
I think an order would make for a more cohesive story.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Gucci, my dude.
I will ask Gwen, do you want to come from the same place you came from originally? To the next map?
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay. Just a quick little thing for you. You're too wide here.
Big.
Big to show off. I'm literally gonna go, not out of turn. Ooh, ooh. And go ahead and if you would kindly go ahead and put your token on there.
How dare you inflict all of this upon me? How dare.
Woefully, you seem to be as mortal as the rest of us. I can't say the same for Nini.
God fucking damn it.
I'm gonna fucking spin the after session going to find out where the fuck that is coming from.
Where are these numbers coming from?
Actually, well, what's going on? I'll fucking check right now. Is it in one of the corners? No. It might be from there, but We need those. Okay. So, as you arrive through the dream line, after watching the fucking sweet baby boy slime, who will figure out a new name for himself later, kind of run off and start turning glooms, you are welcomed to a new sight. You see a kitty at the entrance of the dream line that kind of leads you down there. It's checking on you. It hasn't been enough time passed yet, but it was worried, and it was the one that you saved originally. As you kind of follow through, and you get the feeling that there's a new conductor conducting the dream eaters. And as you follow through, you do see one. You see somebody conducting the dream eaters, but she's not alone. As there is a rather large man having fun and cheering her on silently with the biggest grin. Celine, if you would kindly.
I feel like it's not what initially pops up on like what was described. It is you hear her before you see her. Because she is outright having a blast of a time, full drum major at a fucking concert style, dancing around and having a grand old time, probably conducting to the tune of I Need a Hero from Shrek. And it is the absolute chaos of something that is well put together without any preparation in the slightest. And it is just cacophonous singing and dancing, and she has not noticed you. But she is in one of her Sunday best of blues and whites and silvers and a dress that looks like it's meant for an opera house and not the middle of an amphitheater. And she's having a blast. She has not noticed Gwen is there yet.
Gwen is acting rather like she's a small child again and is very slowly sort of making her way closer because she's not sure. But like in that way of I know that's my mom, but is it really my mom? And probably gets to about here before just going, Mama?
And without missing a beat, while having her keyblade in the shape of a conductor's baton held close to her in that I'm singing directly into a like makeshift microphone, pauses in her singing of absolutely you know it's I Need a Hero, and goes, "Oh hi sweetie, you're a bit late. I was a bit waiting for you and turns to face you, and sure enough, in almost in her prime, before she had fallen ill, she looks a little tired, a little up there in years, but she's bright and vibrant and loud and dancing. And even as she pauses, there's a sway and step, a sort of rhythm to everything that she does. So she's kind of having a fun time, and because you're so far away, she doesn't seem to notice, though you are her daughter and she can very well tell that you're a little bit upset about something. She, as moms tend to, a little giggles don't hurt anybody.
Love the mama. And it's very quick what happens next for Gwen as she quickly crosses the amphitheater to hug her mother. definitely on the looking like someone who was about to cry.
And without missing a beat, she sweeps you up into her arms and proceeds to pull you into one of her usual dances whenever she's in the middle of conducting and you've snuck up on her again and you've gotten away from your father. And she doesn't even miss a beat. She's already trying to get you to sing and dance along and almost hoarding you away from the other figure that's next to her and playfully going, see, she does have a favorite.
Well, that's not fair. You're everyone's favorite. Before two very large arms pick both of you up.
I don't think that's true. I think I'm the favorite of the family. I don't think I'm everybody's favorite. I can definitely say you're the favorite of some people.
A blessing. Thank you. But, Gwennon, is your mom your favorite?
I don't have a favorite. I love you both very much.
Aww. Well, she's my favorite. And then he kind of like starts spiraling around, asking the Dream Eaters as if he will know what their response is. Do you all have a favorite? And there is a company of mixed messages, but he just goes, "See, you're everyone's favorite," as he does not understand Dream Eater.
There's just a silly little bout of giggles from Celine, who is all too thrilled to know that she can absolutely not trash talk, but gossip with all the Dream Eaters, and he won't ever know.
You were glitching out.
You went to EBDB, my love.
Am I still EBDB?
No.
Not anymore. You're good.
But he's while he does the thing of questioning the Dream Eaters, there's just a series of giggles from Celine. And then you don't even know what they're saying.
I don't need to know what they say to know their voices can only praise you.
You're very sweet. However, those two over there, and pointing directly to a halberd, that is like keeping a flower one company. And just like, those two are the biggest gossips I've ever heard in my life. And apparently, you messed up on your training yesterday.
Snitches! I can't. And then he like immediately turns and like stops himself. I can't put you two down, but I must get revenge. Falling to his knees a bit, which is a ploy he always did, so if both wanted to get out of his arms, they would be able to safely. I have been betrayed.
Quickly sweeping up
Dad.
Gwen. Just quickly sweeping up Gwen and just walking away a little bit, only about 2 or 3 feet, and just doing a little dance of, ah ha ha, our daughter is now mine, waha. Knowing
You've
all
stolen the child.
the child. I feel like it's a very specific kind of energy of Celine could very easily just duck and weave out of every single hug. However, it is very much the same vibe of, oh no, you've caught me.
Oh no. Whatever shall I do?
Gravity's becoming so heavy, I can't move anymore.
So, Gwen, what do you do
Gwen just
as there's
holding on to
giggling?
the mama.
Gwen's just holding on to the mama. What's the mama doing?
Just quietly petting through her hair and running fingers through it, and it's almost as if she's actually there. Because it feels real. Because she can tell you're upset, and she's not going to make light of that. However, she is going to give ample opportunity to join in on the snickering, the gossip, the things that she always used to do. Things that would liven up everything around the courtyards. Even when she was sick, she would always find a reason to make someone smile. This time is no different.
Gwen's quiet for a long moment before sort of like resting her head on her mom's shoulder and just quietly going, I miss you, Mama.
Miss me? You make it sound as if I've gone anywhere.
Little one. And like the dad, Alexander does gently start petting Gwen. Little one. Did you forget?
What?
Promise. No matter when, no matter how, physically, spiritually, or anything under the stars. And he just leans his head against yours. We will always be with you.
Just gonna reach up and pull Dad into a hug. There is no escape.
He is absolutely just sitting there like leaning in because he knows it would he is a much stronger person than both of them.
Physically.
Yeah. He's where the strength came from.
Oh, so Mama gave her all the smarts. I see how it is.
Oh yeah. Of course. I'm not muscle brain for nothing.
You have some battle tactics knowledge. I'm the one with all the common sense.
Darling, my name is Alexander the Wall. I don't think bricks have brains.
You certainly do have
Definitely
something,
have a
though.
brain, Dad.
I feel like Gwen just had a moment of instantly. Psychic damage.
Gwen doing the child groan of, oh my god, my parents are being gross in front of me.
Ah, the victory laugh from the dad, who understands he's getting a double win, torment and innocence.
Gwen, my darling daughter.
Yeah, Mama.
Echo Kuri, by the way. Sweetie, if you ever need reassurance that I'm right nearby, you can always go and get my journal. I left it for you, after all.
You did?
I did. I write specific journals for specific people. Not to tell them what they want to hear, but what they need to hear when they need to hear it. I don't remember where I put mine, though. You might have to ask the others here.
You think they remember where you left it?
I'm sure they do. They're smart cookies.
Of course they do. Look who asked them a favor. You think they're gonna forget anything from her?
Enough flattery. I'm being serious this time.
Never.
Just the eye roll and
Gwen,
looking.
leaning back to look at her mom, just goes, "You married the biggest dork in the universe, Mama."
Oh, don't I know it? We all have a type. And seemingly so do you.
No.
Just a big grin from the gossip queen herself.
Mama!
The
I don't.
tensing of Alexander.
Oh, sweetie, you need to relax a little bit. I think it's cute.
If that little quick bastard wasn't enough more people coming from my big group. Very much a pouting father.
I think it's adorable. They just have to make sure they pass the Gawain test.
Yes.
Stop threatening my girlfriend!
Absolutely not. I have to make sure that she's capable of taking care of you. It's a woman thing. I'm sure your father wouldn't understand. And then starts giggling.
Mama!
What?
You're just as bad as Dad is.
Gets a proud smile at that.
Oh, honey, I'm much worse than your father. At least your father gives a chance to run.
Mama!
Oh. I knew I loved you for a reason.
Gwen, like doing a dramatic flop onto one of them. All of my parents are terrible and they're bullying me.
Because we
Oh, we
love you,
taught you to
honey.
fight back, didn't we? Yes, we love you. That's what I said. Alexander's doing that like giggle thing with Gwen where it's like, I didn't mess up. Shh.
Incredible.
And then leans down to Gwen slightly and goes, "Remind me to box your father about the years a little bit when we get home." Not at all stealthy, so it's just that wood kind of energy.
Fair.
Big man,
I'm
however,
pretty
his
sure you'll
smaller
remember
wife is terrifying.
Alexander, I love a woman who could kick my ass, Gwen.
Naturally.
Goddamn right.
So does
Just a
Gwen
little
try?
raspberry and Gwen goes, "I'm sure you'll remember, Mama."
Naturally, I have a much better common sense about all this sort of thing. However, that one likes to run and thinks I can't outpace him. He's a brick wall, and brick walls don't move very fast, I hear.
I thought I wasn't a brick wall.
It's the energy of that gets said, and Cillian looks up and has the expression of someone that would be drinking a boba tea right now.
Wonderful. Alexander does kind of give that big, hearty, like fucking diaphragm laugh. Leans over and kisses Gwen on the forehead. Pats her on pats her on her back and goes, "We're with you, kiddo."
Don't forget it, my sweetheart. You are prone to forgetting where we're at. Out of sight, out of mind. Every time.
Mama.
Just like I'm wrong.
Sweet.
I know. I know. Gwenin,
Yeah.
keep in mind, we're never going to be far from you. Maybe we won't be there, but you can always give a good ringing from the boxing match. You know, I can throw a good few punches if you need me to, and just like cracks her knuckles behind your back. You know what they say about Gawains,
Oh.
honey?
You're breaking up. One more time.
You know what they say about Gawains, honey?
Which ones?
Alexander begins to kneel down. We're the strongest there is. And he kind of waits for you to face him. As he is now on eye level with you.
Looking at the dad.
Honey, we're gonna be here when you get back. But it, what you're about to go into, it's gonna be tough. But I believe in you. Your mom believes in you. And I know you can do it. I know you can kick his ass and get him a jump start. And he begins to move to the side as this doorway right here has begun to shine. You're gonna have to take a detour through.
And like he takes a deep breath. Um, but a quick one. Go straight through, out the end, out the exit. Head directly. Follow the road. Don't stop. Like he's doing his best. Like clearly he is not as okay. This version of him is still not okay with Adam as he was the last time.
Sweetie, you're
Being
doing it
mean to my
again.
boyfriend.
Okay. First off, one of you at a time. Second off, I'm not mean. Just looking out for my little girl.
Adam is a big sweetheart. Okay?
And then he kind of just like leans down. Can you still throw him like 2 feet?
I can eat him like a football.
That's my girl. Pat on the back.
I really do have to get that boy some proper medication if he's going to deal with that his entire life. At least I was prepared for it. That was in our wedding vows, actually. Anyway,
Alexander does move over and, still chuckling, moves closer to kind of hold his wife. Remember, I'll be here when you get back. I will always be with you.
I could not hear the last thing you said, Kuri.
Will always be with you.
Adorable. Love
He
love the
said,
parents. Good parents.
we'll be here when you get back, but we will always be with you.
Ah. Gwen does take a moment to hug both of them now that they are sitting close together, just squish the parents gently. Before heading wherever she was directed to go.
Right here.
I
As the
cannot
center
see. Okay,
is.
there you go. Down to the bottom.
Oh,
I was on a different thing for a second.
Boop.
As you enter, you realize this isn't the dreamline anymore. This is something different, something familiar. You're falling for a bit, but it's quickly stopped by a stone walkway as you don't know where you are off the bat, but you can hear echoes of Adam's voice, his thoughts. You see this space and galaxy-like surroundings, flashing little bits of his life and his point of view on everything. Takes you a minute, but you know where you are. You know what you're doing. As you can begin to move as you wish.
Only making our way forward.
As you move, use the little fucking drawing tool here because funnies. As you move, just like right here, there are little windows into Adam's life, his point of view of everything, sometimes a third person point of view. You see everything from his first couple steps to the weird man who looks oddly intimidating to the woman who is kind, the woman you recognize, Guinevere. You see the time where we'll skip that part because I don't think I have the actual spoons to do that part, but you do see the funeral afterbits of when she was buried. Adam was at his lowest. Mordred was lower. You just remember a lot of times through everything, you see Adam looking more and more for Mordred. After a while, he began to change his view. He began looking at you, looking at Alexander, at Celine, at everybody who was sticking around him a lot more. You even see a very weird, dark-haired Tristan, who
That's
you know is
normal, Tristan, for Gwen.
yeah, that's normal. That's normal Tristan for Gwen, but you even see the original Morgana, true Morgana, and you realize that for a while Adam looked up to everybody, but after he met you, you kind of showed him that there was more to the world, that he could be someone to be looked up to, but he never took his eyes off you. As you continue your path further and further, eventually this little area begins to start pushing itself together as you do see a broken road starting to repair itself. It's repairing itself before breaking again in a constant loop, and as you get closer, it breaks itself less and remains a solid road. You don't have to think hard about where this could lead. You know that deep diving can sometimes use someone to lead to someone else. You're in Adam's heart at the moment, and you're being led to someone else's, to his heart. As you keep moving, a song begins to pop in your head from a distance. It's them again, singing. And if this is genuine, if everybody wants to know what they're singing that what was it, How to Train Your Dragons thing?
For the dancing and the dreaming.
The dancing and the dreaming. I will send it. Uh,
Hey, Kuri, you just got you whored.
I know I did. I thought you hoard myself. But yeah, you begin to smile as you hear them, I imagine. Go ahead and tell me what Gwen starts to do as this long trek begins.
humming along to the song as she walks. Excuse me.
Fuck
Have
you,
you
I
ever
burped
seen
right
How to
after.
Train Your Dragon 2, Nia?
Listen to that song, Nia. We'll watch How to Train a Dragon 2 at a later date. But right now, listen to that song. That's the vibe.
Times 3.
There's also was like 2 TV series and a fucking shitty Netflix follow up.
Yep.
So as you begin to move and continue down, oh fuck, I'm gonna make myself cry. I have this up right now, actually. You begin to make your way there, and it doesn't take long before you see it. See him, his heart, his everything being protected by chains, scattered rocks, basically an asteroid belt. He's protecting himself. You continue to get closer.
Yeah. Gwen's approaching this with the idea of, okay, clearly I need to do something here, so we're just gonna keep going forwards.
Eventually, you come across a portal. It seems like the entranceway to Mordred's. Do you go through?
There's a pause before the door. She like puts her hands together, like just sort of like deep breath, hands up to her mouth, and just goes, of course it's here. Why wouldn't it be?" And then just that dawning realization of, my father believes I can kick some version of Mordred's ass. Nice.
So you walk through?
Yep.
You walk through and you see a very small individual on the edge of these rocks. Oops. Very small, almost child size compared to you. What do you do?
Little step forward, because let's not stand on the edge of the rocks. That seems dangerous, and just, hello?
You hear the voice of young Adam, actually. Who are you?
Gwen and Gawain.
You lie. She
I
is
really
dead.
don't. Incorrect.
If you are truly her, then you will have no fight. No fight with me to determine that is the truth. As his voice does change and his size gets bigger, as the person is cloaked. Not Organization 13 style, but cloaked with a nightmare symbol on him. As he lifts up one of the cloaked arms and he summons a keyblade that is almost blurred out. Will you fight me? And prove yourself to truly be her? Or will you die like the liar you are?
Well, I'm not a liar, so I guess a fight it's going to be.
Good. Good. Gwen, it is one-on-one combat. There is no need for initiative. Roll a dex, please. Fuck.
Just a dex check?
Just a dex check to see which one of you moves faster.
I mean, it's virtually identical to my initiative. But anyways.
So you got a 7. He got a 20.
So he's going to move first.
I expected nothing less.
I will let you have one free action. What do you do as he moves towards you at rapid speeds? Well, first, actually, put your health on there, bud.
Uh, which one's health again? I always forget.
Green.
Green is health. Green is health.
Green is health. Red is mana. Blue is AC.
It always throws me off that you put red as mana.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
You sure did make a choice.
Yes, I did. Once you're ready. Okay. So he rushes towards you, his keyblade drawn, and he goes to strike you, aiming to 17 plus hits. He hits you as his blade collides with your arm, and you feel a sharp, and I mean sharp ass pain. And you take 5, 8, 16, 26 points of damage on the first hit. And he asks you, "Is this all you have, liar? Have you changed your mind? Will you retreat?"
It's terribly in character. Gwen's about to, like, bully this man. Gwen goes, well, if you have anything more than lightly hurtful words and paper cuts, maybe.
I do not wish to kill you, but if I must, I will.
I'm not dying here or today.
18 does not hit. Okay. So I was going to try third attack. Nope. Fourth attack. Oh, hell no. Yeah, no. The rest of his attacks do not land. He is swinging and you are like dodging out of the way. I see his swings seem sort of like half-assed.
His heart's not in it.
No, it is not. Your turn. Go.
I remember correctly, Gwen's going to reach out and summon the only two Keyblades she has access to right here in this moment.
Yes, the dream-based keyblades. Do you remember them?
I've got them on my sheet, my dude. Mirage Edge and Nightmare Break.
There we go. Very good. So, go ahead. You're up.
Sword and Shield.
You've stricken those keyblades from the depths. You are experienced, Faker, but you are not her.
That's mean.
You bear the face of my son's beloved, and you lie to me saying you are her. You have asked
Definitely
for
am.
nothing but rudeness.
So, what do you do?
Oh, 1 second. I'm checking something.
Okay.
Gwen with the energy of fuck you, chicken nuggets. I'm a little bit mad at you, so I'm going to kick your ass.
Okay.
Uh, I'm looking for something and I can't remember what it's listed under. Give me a second. Let me be dumb in peace.
You are able to be done in peace. Fun.
By the way, I would like to softly remind everybody we are going to at least 10:30 to ensure we get off the world.
Yeah. As her first action, turns to look directly at Kuri. Gwen's gonna cast haste on herself,
Good. Okay, what else?
which gives her an additional action and boosts her AC up to 22.
Very good.
Yes, it is an action to cast.
Okay.
Just confirming that for Nia.
Okay, what else?
Couldn't remember what class had that spell. I literally had to go through all three of them. Give me a minute.
While you do it, because that'll be perfectly timed whenever you have it.
It also boosts my AC, boosts my movement speed, and gives me more actions on my next turn.
And you have multiple. Yeah. What are you trying to cast?
I'm not. I was double checking something because I couldn't remember if I had it, and I do.
Okay.
Gwen's going to start proceeding with the bonkening.
Okay, the bonkening. What are you gonna do?
Well, she's got a sword. It's called Mirage Edge. Time to bonk. Or stab. Yeah, it does.
You technically have two of them. Yes. You have not form changed me yet.
Yep. Oh, true. That is a good point. Gwen would like to form change them. Sword and shield, please.
Good. Okay. So you now have another boost AC and a
Shield.
sword. So what do you want to do?
Double checking that. My AC is now 24.
Oh, samesies.
So I need to roll at least a 14 to hit.
For now.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and roll.
Bonk bonk. First one's going to miss.
Yep.
Second one. And then the 27 will hit.
Yes.
I love how many dice that throws. Um. I don't imagine this man takes the extra radiant damage.
Go ahead.
No, no, no.
So 17, if you'd like.
This man takes the radiant damage?
Yes.
Then he is definitely going to take the radiant damage. Gibbon.
Yep. Anything else you want to do? Do you have any turns left?
Nope, that should be all of her binky bonks actions. There we go.
Yep. So he's going to take the single hit and he's just going to go, again. Though you wield weapons worth of her nature, you are not her. And 18 doesn't hit. Oh, shit. That went off my desk.
It escaped.
Those two don't hit. Oh, that one hits. So he hits you a little harder this time. So that's 2, 3, 5, total 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. 14. He hits you for 18 points of damage. And again, he's just sort of not really swinging at you for reals. It's sort of just like this kind of half-hearted swing. Like he just sort of motioning towards you at this point. He's got nothing in it. He moves to the side and then holds a hand out to you. This is your last chance. Please run away.
When, with all the determination she can muster, I will not run.
Fine.
Zeta, pulse. And he puts a hand out towards you and casts a Zeta spell. Faster than you have seen anyone else cast one. And you take 20. Where's my d10 so I can get the actual precise number? Is that my d10? That's my d10. 30 points of damage. As he looks unbothered. And that is his turn. Gwen, stop. Ignore the Nia VC.
He's so entertaining.
I know, but we need you to focus, please, sweetie.
I know. Okay, focusing. Bringing it together. Bringing it in.
Don't
I'm
make
actually
me
just.
don't make me go dad mode.
I'm just gonna quietly. Oh no, Cayde.
Oh, buddy, you gonna be good? Kate's first no spoons. Oh, dude, go lay down, man. Or lay down if you already are. That isn't no good, buddy. You want to stick around and just listen in? You go rest. Like you probably should. Okay, buddy. Well, the notes will be. We'll post notes on what happened. What you missed, brother man. Actually, probably have someone start recording here. You can just send it to Cayde. Okay. Aaron, have you been recording from the? Okay, so yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways,
Yes.
bye, Cayde. Okay.
Away
Nah,
he go.
yeah, I've never seen Cayde do no spoons. It's weird.
I mean, it was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah, we said it too. You guys have said it so much. I started saying that shit. So yeah. So keep going, please. It's now your turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Gwen just, like, there's this little grin and she goes, "Oh, are we done fucking around now?"
You don't know anything.
I know lots of things. I'm just also really fucking tired of people telling me what to do. So, she's going to attempt to shield bash him for the exact reason you know why.
You're trying to sleep him.
Nap time. Nap time for
So as you
Nightmare
know,
Mordred here.
yeah, your sleep, your shield bash inflicts stacked nightmares.
Onto the
Oh,
enemy
my
with
bad.
the sword dealing massive damage when they reawaken.
Yes. So, okay. So he needs to make a con save. Let me grab my dice. That is a 1. He falls to his knee. It's so much so it actually backs him up a little bit, giving you an opportunity attack.
Bonk bonk. Opportunity. Does the opportunity hit?
Let's
Fuck
see.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Fuck yeah, it does.
Ah.
So he is sleep for 2 turns. So you get however many fucking attacks on this man.
Someone do math for me.
So you're hasted.
Yes.
How many actions do you have normally?
Action and bonus action. I don't have any classes that give me a second attack per actions.
So you have 3 if we count your bonus action as on that as an attack action. So 3 attacks, 6 attacks total with the sword against this man. All of them with advantage.
Okay. So I'll just. Do you just want me to roll them? I don't.
Fuck it. Just roll once, and we'll say that's the collection, unless it fails.
Unless it fails spectacularly.
Yeah, that hits. Fuck you. That hits. So not only do you put 6 fucking stacks on this man, you also attack him for. Go ahead and roll the normal damage. Just for 1 critical attack.
Spectacular, Gwen.
So 11
Yeah.
plus. So 6 times. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Gwen, roll 12 d20s.
Oh boy.
As he does wake up, and the nightmare damage does hurt him in total, dealing. Ooh, that's some not that good damage, but that's pretty good.
Good soup.
As he does wake up, and he just goes, "Yeah." As the cloak that normally had guarded most of his body begins to retract into nothing but a hood, and this armored individual now stands between you, his keyblade solidifying in form. Since you wish for this, I will give you the death you deserve. And he begins to multicast 2 Zeta spells. Zeta Flare, Zeta Frost at the same time, and he's going, where's my other dice? The fuck?
One
dude?
second. 1 second. I may fuck him up here in a second.
So he has a different modifier now that he's serious. That does in fact hit.
Well, no, no, no. It's a
14.
spell, right?
Yes it is.
Counter spell.
You go to counterspell. He counterspells. You go to counterspell. He counterspells right back as the two are still charging. So does 24 hit?
That is her AC.
So
If you run with the rule of tie goes to hero, no, it doesn't. Just barely.
that's an 80 on the first one. Hold on, let me get the D10. 81 on the first one. 28 on the next one. So 109 or 107.
Does someone in the chat know?
I'm not counting the 0 and the D10, so I'm just. Zeta spell is a D100. Okay, then just 100. Oh. He counterspelled her counterspell. Do you have another counterspell? You can't counterspell a counterspell? Look, we ain't got time for this. It's almost 9 o'clock. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so no, counterspell does hit. Ignore the damage. What do you? So, okay, fuck. Well, there goes his strength. Didn't know you had counterspell, you fucking whore.
I took that for a reason.
True.
Anyway,
True.
I'll take that out of my mana points.
Okay.
Incredible. Barely a
Yeah.
dent.
Well, yeah, you fucking Uno reversed him hard. Why did Zombies by Bad Wolf start coming on? What the? I'm not getting fucked that bad. Okay. So, that fucking happening, he starts thinking. His keyblade comes closer and closer to solidifying. Why do you take her face? What do you gain from this?
I have no face but my own.
When Gawain is dead.
I saw her die.
You didn't.
My son, my wife, my friend betrayed me. My closest confidant. Everyone I've cared about has gone and left. It has been 300 long years since I have seen them. We are not immortal. They are not immortal. I am the only one left. So do not lie to me.
I do not lie. My father saved my life that night. I slept for 300 years.
A lie. A lie. A lie. A lie.
And he seems to be kind of getting closer and closer.
Until. Ooh, what just happened?
We lost Nini. I think Nini's gonna move to a different thing and then fucking chew me out. uh, yeah, but anyways, he continues to go on and on and on and on and on. Okay. 23 does not hit you, yes?
23 does not hit.
A spike erupts from right here in the ground and just barely in front of you.
This is my world. I am through with you. No more. You are alone here. You are nothing here.
And that is his turn, as he seems to be charging up something.
When just, I am never alone, and I am not nothing.
Gwen, as you say this, you feel something. You feel strength behind your words. You feel Alexander and Celine pressing against your back, pushing you forward. Do you let them?
Yes, she will let the parents help.
And you begin to feel others. More hands begin to push against you, push you forward. What do you do as you realize you are being pushed towards this man with no keyblade? Your mirage edge, your sword and shield now gone, now missing, but there is a shining light in front of you. The form of your first keyblade, regal fantasy. Do you reach for it?
Absolutely, she does.
You reach for it and you grab it. And you are now within 5 feet of this man. What do you want to do? With this keychain in your hand, but no keyblade summoned. Curled up into a fist, might I add.
Are you suggesting I punch this man?
With everything you fucking got. I mean, if you would like to. I
I
love
keep
real
impressive
life Gray.
maintenance.
So what do? You are in his face. Your hand curled into a fist around this keychain. Your keychain, your keyblade, the existence and proof that your heart is real, that you are still here. You are not alone. Your personal, your regal fantasy. What will you do?
Gwen's had enough of this smug ass dude and would like to deck him as hard as she can.
You get now just to quell the fucking peanut gallery. Where you aiming?
Um, look, look, as funny as it would be for in the day.
You're aiming
Gwen
for the dick
respects Mordred to at least some degree, so punching,
in the face.
aiming for the face.
So you're gonna hit him in the face. Okay, no roll needed. You fucking pop him in the jaw. So much so you see Mordred's real face pop up and he looks at you before his fucking nightmare is thrown to another fucking area. And you stand on this platform by yourself as you watch your regal fantasy float out of your hand. Your now sort of bleeding hand because fuck that man's thick skinned. But you are not showing any weakness as it begins to float up. It begins to evolve and it takes a new shape. Gwen, please describe your regal symphony.
I don't remember.
I have it down. Are you auto form changing it? I imagine.
Yes. Gwen doing this and pointing at Mordred, going, "Wake the fuck up, old man." Not-
You have to fucking go through this, old man.
I do. Yes, I had everything except the description.
Would you make one right now? Go ahead. You have the bases. It's already form changed, so go ahead and describe it.
So it keeps the colors and the floaty flowiness of her original Keyblade. So it's these soft purples and bronze colors that looks like a guitar and also a scythe at the same time because fuck your chicken nuggets. Gwen's pissed.
So, as your scythe guitar begins to form shape, the man on the other end simply goes, "Going in?" And for once, it is genuinely Mordred's voice. No, no, this is more trickery. You are her, aren't you? Blight.
Accuse me of being the thing that attempts to emotionally manipulate you, and I'm gonna break more than just your face, old man.
His keyblade begins to change as it solidifies in form, becoming a very large casting staff. Fine. We do this my way. And it changes again into a single tomb, a single book. And he stands towards you, letting the book float up the tomb, float up and begin to unfold itself, flipping to every page, never having a select end. What do? As you now hold your guitar.
Gwen voice, I am never alone. Mild echo, good sir. Their guitar, you know.
You whore, stop it!
No, a bard with a scythe. Gwen's never alone. Turns to look directly at Kurika. She's got friends.
Why don't you show them friends off now?
Yes, she would like some friends, please.
Who are you summoning?
Let's go with from that list of 3 you gave me. The big birds. Big birds. Fuck them up.
The big birds?
Big birds.
Oh, the eagles. So you're using your ability strung up.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not gonna put tokens on there, but what are you gonna do with it? They're under your control?
Yeah. Gwen with the energy of my house now. Would like to order them to assist her in kicking this old man's butt until he knocks it off.
So I will say you can. Right now, we're going to do some story roll shit. You can do whatever you want with the birds. What do they? What do you make them do? Like, what do you ask them to do? Like, physically, outside of help out.
Ow. What can I order them to do, just to be clear here?
You can order them to sort of ram into him from high above. You can order them to shoot at him. Like, literally, they'll shoot little bolts of lightning at him that deal D12 each.
I like lightning. Let's play with lightning.
So, are you making them both shoot lightning?
Yes.
He's completely vulnerable, so it's an auto hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's 2d12s, you said? Or
Two
d12
D12s.
each?
One D12 per bird.
Okay. So d12 number 1 and d12 number 2. Objectively hilarious.
For the real life Gray, Gwen just rolled 2D12s and got a 6 on both. Cinematic poetry.
I'm talented.
So 12 points of damage. He does take it as he begins to mumble something. Poetry. I'm not even gonna get this from you. Hold on. He takes damage and begins mumbling as his words and words from the paper begin to leave his mouth, intertwining themselves until they begin to take shape at the base of his hand, creating what looks like the outline of a long pole. You have another free action. Go for it. What do you want to do?
I assume there's some sort of role for this. Gwen would like to use Thunderstrom.
For right now, no. Automatically 6.
Automatically 6? Oh my god, that's 68.
Yes, it is. This is story rolls, bitch. You awoke your Keyblade. Have fun.
Fuck, I got the numbers backwards. There we go. Fuck him up.
Ow, my bones. Good job. I'm proud of you. As he takes it again, this time kind of you begin to strum your guitar. This time hitting it with all the emotions kind of built up from him basically smugly calling you a lie to your fucking face about being who you are. and saying you're alone, being like, I'm not fucking alone, you stupid old man. That kind of like fucking strumming until six lightning arrows begin to form above you, kind of like a collective charge, letting off one last riff. They all fire off and begin to pierce into him. More of this face of Mordred begins to form in his where his hood is, as he's still staring at you with shock, but shakes it off and continues charging this spear, as it now takes the shape of a spear. You got one more. What you gonna do?
Apparently, forget how to talk. Aside from Thunderstorm, I don't think I have anything else that hits as a distance unless you're going to let me close the distance.
You can close the distance. He's not stopping you. And it's just a dream world. You can jump, bitch.
Cool. Then Gwen's going to, and this works out well with the jumping part. Gwen's going to use Slam Song.
So you begin moving towards him, strumming up the song, and then you're gonna go ahead and describe how it goes down.
Like, Gwen just almost casually at this point plays as she walks towards the edge of the rocks. Before with one final very forceful strum, leaps across the gap, and with one very forceful strum, she leaps across the gap and brings the sides down on him, just like, I'm real fucking tired of your shit.
So as you bring up the guitar, it changes, like kind of like as the tune begins to vibrate out through the strings, coming to a quick halt. It becomes this long scythe, and you bring it down. Go ahead and roll the damage.
All right, so it's a d20 times my bard level.
D20 per par level. My bad. That's
D20 per bard level?
yes. Because
That's
times your
11
bard level will
d20s,
be
my
zero.
friend.
Huh?
That's 11 d20s, my friend.
Well, it's better than you rolling like a fucking 20 and then timesing that by 11.
True. I thought Demix would have fun with this. All right, fuck him up, Buttercup.
Phoenix fucking DMC style weapon. And I know Viv and Gray are just cringing in the corner, like, no, that's too broken. It lands on you. Question, is your AC still 24?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make one roll. One terrifying roll. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna text this to you. Too late for Heart of the Cards.
What do you think, my dude?
I know, I was just hoping you had like something you could pull out. Like,
I don't think I do. Ugh.
so you land this on him. You fucking land your attack on him, and it cuts down into his shoulder. And as you kind of realize, like you're kind of panting almost. You got him. You landed the hit on him. It was major fucking damage, but you landed the hit on him. And then you feel this stinging, an uncomfortable kind of stinging. really fucking hurts, kind of stinging. And you kind of look down and you realize that spear didn't dissipate. It wasn't a thrown weapon. It's currently pierced through your gut. On the side, though, it's not too much. But fuck, does it hurt? As he kind of, I'm not going to share the damage, but it does kind of stick in there. It's just, ow, for a moment. And that, do you show any kind of pain on your face or do you push through it?
I think with that amount of damage, there is like at least a flicker of, oh, that fucking hurts actually.
Maybe it was the fact that he wasn't attacking you fully before, but the moment you show any source of like true pain on your face, you kind of look, you realize this echo is no longer looking you in the eye. There is a real human eye in one of the mask holes staring at you, absorbing your face, almost like picking it apart. Trying to figure out, is this really Gwen and Gawain? And then the daunting realization of like, it is. Oh, am I good?
You're good, yeah. We can hear you.
Okay. That sort of terrifying realization of, you are Gwen. And then the look down at the injury he just caused you, and then immediately putting it away. And like, you can see this nightmare's knees begin to buckle as like he does fall to his knees. Gwen. Fuck, Gwen and Gwen. God. Uh, I'm sorry. You're actually her.
The
You
one and
really are.
only.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Are you all right?
Well, hurts like a bitch, but I think I'll live.
Sorry. How are you alive?
Like I said, very, very, very long nap.
Clearly. And then it's just that kind of pause of like, you're alive. I'm not alone. I'm I'm not alone. And then quickly, as quick as like that kind of look, just goes, Adam, is is Adam? No. Wait.
Somehow.
And like as he was going, like about to say, right, he was not that way. You say somehow he just slowly looks up at you. Pardon? And you
Well,
see almost, I shit you not, you see almost exactly Adam's face of like, I beg your fucking pardon? What?
well, he's still a fucking idiot. But he's alive again.
He could be the kind of soul to bash his skull into a wall over and over. But my son's alive. I couldn't ask for more. As quick, happy noises turn into tears. So sorry, Gwen. I didn't think you were you. Allow me to heal you, please, please.
Okay.
And he does put a hand on your entry wound. Zeta cure. You are now back to full health, full mana, and your AC now has a no. I'm not going to give you an AC boost right now because we're not going to do anything else combat wise. But normally it would be an AC boost as well. It is an Omni boost. As he just
Tired Gwen voice. I think you could ask for his girlfriend to stop giving him a heart attack, but you know.
that's what makes you fun.
I am a delight.
You truly are. Gwen. The others, what of the others? Are they, or is it just us?
From 300 years ago, I think it's just us and you know who at this point.
Well, but I haven't heard from you or the other chosen for a while now. I thought you had fallen.
Nope, still alive and kicking.
It's good. Very good. Are you kicking the hopefully appropriately named ass of Blight?
That's the end goal, I think.
What are you doing?
Fuck if I know.
Let me guess. Some ominous figures sent you my way.
Less ominous than you'd think. It was my parents. Two of them, anyway.
What, and he kind of takes a moment. Thought we were dead. I thought we were the only. You're not one to lie to me, Gwen.
No. They were with the Dream Eaters, so I guess it could have been technically a dream. They are the flimsy place between life and death or something.
Yes. Well, you know what? And he like takes a full moment. Leave it to your fucking parents to cross the boundaries of death to ensure you're all right.
It's not the first time Dad's done it, so.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me genuinely. As his form begins to dissipate, and he stands in his given form, his natural state, the one he's trapped with, standing a bit taller than you, but almost at your height. They sent you here for a reason. And he kind of looks at your guitar and then just kind of politely pulls it out of him
You're
as
just pulling it back, just like, yep, stop stabbing him. Yep.
yes, that's not how you would get on my good side, but at the same time I attacked you first, it's fair. And he
You
puts a
did
hand on
definitely
your
start
cheek.
it, yeah.
He laughs and puts a hand on your cheek, kind of examining you a bit. You've grown. You look more like
Yep.
you look more like your mother and Morgana every day. I bet that pisses off Alexander.
It is what it is.
I think I might know why you were here. Gwen, I know a
Yeah?
way to kill. I know of a way to kill Blight.
But first you must free me.
Killing her has
Gwen.
been a hot topic today.
Well, she gets on everyone's nerves. She killed my nobody and I felt him return, which... Did my nobody have children?
Yeah. She's my
That-
best friend.
That's weird. Because that means that they're like my stepchild, but not. It's really weird. Which means they could technically be your... If you and Adam inevitably do the thing I imagine you fucking lovebirds do. Yeah. We're not gonna talk about that. I don't want to think about that. You need to free me. And then we can put an end to her. She needs to be weakened, though. You have to weaken her and free me. Do you think you can do that, Gwen?
Well, Slime did have an idea about weakening her.
I know
And
it's been
freeing you would
years.
make more sense if I knew anything about where you actually are.
Yes, a fraction of my power was clearly not enough for you, which I'm very glad about. But if you can free me and weaken her, I can put an end to this nightmare. But you must promise me something, Gwen.
What up?
He just kind of leans down to you and gets on your eye level. Tell Adam I love him, and I'm sorry I wasn't a better father.
I will.
Good. Now here comes the part you're gonna want to punch me for.
I mean, kind of already did that.
Yeah, I deserve that. Gwenin, I'm in Kingdom Hearts right now.
Yeah, that's about par for the course for everything happening right now.
In my defense, I was not the one who put me in there. It was just where I was put. Like, oh, do we want to put this high-ranking official somewhere safe and in the fucking cornucopia of secret areas we have? No, let's shove his ass in fucking Kingdom Hearts. And like you can see, you're not the only one upset about this.
Gwen pauses. Do you have so I imagine then there's a physical door. Does it have guards?
It does, but they're not combative. They're like
Are they two cryptic old men who speak in riddles sometimes?
one black hair, one white hair.
Zemnis and Eriquist. Yeah, I met them. They're weird.
They are, right? It's so fucking weird.
They said some cryptic bullshits, and that's one of the times Dad showed up to help.
Fucking, it's so weird because they're not actually those two, but they look like those two. It's weird. It's weird. I remember Master Sora going on and on about them, but knowing that they're not them, but at the same time them. Look, I have enough of a fucking headache that I've had for 300 fucking years. And I have a lot. And he looks you dead in the eyes with a smile. A lot of pent up fucking rage for how the things have been going down since my absence. And Blight
Gosh,
is the perfect fucking example of where I'm going to release that rage. He kind of holds a fist out to you. Fuck him up.
fuck them up.
There we go. You should probably head home. This is actually one of the places I hate being the most because it's kind of creepy and crawly. I don't like being here. Again, tell Adam I love him. Sorry, I'm a shit father. Gonna make it up to him. And as he and he is getting farther away from you. That is Curry backing up, but that is him getting farther away from you as you are dragged back to the portal. I'm in Kingdom Hearts. Do not forget, you need to open the door to Kingdom Hearts. It's a group thing, I think. I don't know. I don't know how they fucking put me in there.
but I trust you.
Thumbs up in the distance.
Thumbs up in return. I'd say break, but we're not going to do the teamwork. And then you awake back at this area. As you return with your parents keeping their word, both of them are still there, doing the same old silly song and dance thing they used to. As Celine does not join Alexander, who is doing his best to kind of like just go round and round and round as best he can, like trying every angle, but it's not until you arrive that Celine finally opens her arms, and the moment you rush in to embrace her, she joins the dancing. And eventually, you do pass out. Night falls, and you pass out, with the little rat eventually finding you and curling up to you as you are passed out on a pile of dream eaters. Everybody else wakes up and realizes quickly that Gwen is fucking missing as you all begin to search for her, but someone finds her first. Someone that definitely needs to talk to Gwen. Vivian, if you're available.
There's a Nini in the distance.
Nini in the distance. Wasn't me. And I will say, after this talk, we are officially off this planet, and we will be back on the ship. You're so far away, Gwen. Not Gwen. Fuck. Viv. Your audio is so
She's
distant.
talking with a tiny voice.
Why are you talking with a tiny voice? Why'd I
I'm
mute?
trying to get my tablet to work, you fuck.
You!
No!
Yoo!
Small little
I'm trying to get the to work.
small little bit of chaos. Good giggle break. Also, while Nini's setting that up, does anybody have any emotions about how Mordred just reacted with like, I fucking know, right? When I find you, Ricky being the one who put me the fucking Kingdom Hearts.
I love Mama Celine commentary.
I love
Just
that too.
yeah, leave it to your parents to be the ones to cross the borders between life and death to make sure you're okay. Celine voice, you fucking bet. Please no. Mordred voice, I like my bones.
Celine, I beg you, I've been asleep for 300 years. I do not have the patience to let you hit me. Because Mordred, being as strong as he is, absolutely allows select people just to hit him with no effect. Just like, fuck you. Okay, you cut me. Are you happy now? No. I'm sorry. By the way, if anybody wants to know why I fucking took a moment, as the Mordred thing was ending,
Old Man Canyon, Phantom and Friends came on.
Yep. Kuri,
What's up?
check your map, motherfucker.
I'm looking at the. Oh,
There's a little Vivian.
canonical height Vivian. Got it. Okay, you're normal height and you're still distant.
I'm so glad. Fuck off. Give me a sec.
I love this group. I love this group, and I love. Oh, what the fuck was that?
It's called
I
me
just-
switching so that now I'm right in your face, fucker. Happy now?
Yes, I am very happy.
God damn it.
The IL rail grade might be right next to you, but I'm always gonna be here.
It'll be easier just tuck down your kids.
Fuck off.
True, tuck it in, bro.
No. Uh,
Ha! See, I'm not wrong.
I hate the commentary.
Peanut gallery for the win.
Oh,
Pretty shortly, Gwen, you kind of like you're still resting quietly as Viv makes her way into the amphitheater slash coliseum and sees you resting on what can only be determined as a pile of safety, which is several of the most dangerous dream eaters just kind of curled around to make a perfect bed.
Vivian, who rushes in with spear in hand, looking around rather frantically for a minute before finally starting to catch her breath. Holy goddamn shit. And she takes a minute to look around at the Coliseum and amphitheater. What in Sam? This place is supposed to be off limits.
Nowhere's off limits if you're cheeky enough.
Good to know. But then neither of these dream eaters supposed to be here. What happened?
The other day, they needed somewhere safe to stay, and they found this place, and I said it was okay.
Right. Oh, damn it.
It's just an old amphitheater, and it's protected. They're safe here.
Look, I know this place probably has history for you. And she jumps down from the edge of the amphitheater and to join you. But oh shit. This place has history for you, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Great. God damn it. Vivian reaches up towards her hair to scratch the back of her head, wincing a minute. This shit makes everything harder. whatever used to be here ain't here anymore, so I guess it's safe. Just, I don't know. Hell. Look, Adam woke me up earlier this morning because you apparently disappeared and went off to Alcatraz. You okay, kid?
Well, yes. I got lightly stabbed, but that was unrelated to Alcatraz.
Excuse me?
It's okay. Only lightly stabbed.
Vivian look. She's looking you up and down for wounds.
Not even a scratch.
Stabbed, you say?
Yeah. He fixed it though, so
Right.
I don't want to say it because you're going to have a reaction.
I get the feeling I'm gonna have a reaction anyway, considering you went to Alcatraz.
Well, yeah, I fixed Slime. He's alright now.
Ah. Okay. What do you mean fixed it?
I don't know. He's whole again, I guess? He's green now. Mostly.
Okay. God damn it. What else?
And then I came back here to check on the Dream Eaters, and I guess I don't know, the boundaries between places must have been a little wobbly because my parents were here.
Ugh. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask at this point. There's enough weird shit that's happened at this place. Ah.
Yeah, and they said there was something I needed to see or do, bit of both. And I guess at that point I must have already been actually dreaming, I guess. Because I definitely took a little trip through a weird place and I definitely got into a fight with someone.
Vivian just looks more confused. And just scratches the back of her neck. Alright.
You remember how I said I got lightly stabbed?
Yeah.
It was technically some piece of Mordred that did the stabbing.
I'm sorry, what?
I took a little detour, apparently through Adam's heart, I guess, to get to Mordred, who firmly did not believe I was me for a good hot minute.
Oh, great. The kids can do dive hearts now. That's. Oh, shit. Great. Great. Everything's gonna go upward in roses. This is. I need alcohol. I
Your
need so much
belief in us
alcohol.
is astounding, Vivian.
Thanks. You. Damn it. If I didn't have belief in you, kid, I wouldn't have done what I did for those 5 years. But sure, whatever you say, bark all you like. No, whatever. Don't seem to matter anyway. Look, think whatever you want. It ain't like it's gonna matter one way or the other. You think what you want, like you will always do. It ain't gonna matter. I go my way and you go your way. Sound fair. And you don't bark at me and I don't bark at yours. Cause so far, I don't like getting barked at for no reason. And coming home after 5 years, only having about 2 days visiting you kids and coming home to being barked at in my face is not a good homecoming. So I'll stay out of your way, princess.
Gwen. Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen's sort of just looking away and frowning. She hasn't said anything back to Vivian.
Eventually, you do turn to say something to Vivian, and you do see something a bit weird. You see almost like her shadow couldn't possibly be doing this, but you see a shadow pinching the bridge of their nose behind her, like, God fucking damn it, empathy, empathy. All you need is empathy. As it's kind of almost like the giveaway that this is Viv trying her best to be empathetic to you. But clearly it's the Viv thing. And whoever that shadow is regretting dying.
I don't think you listen to me, Vivian, but I think your shadow's trying to tell you something.
Huh. Always is.
Shadowy middle fingers right at her.
Vivian throws a middle finger right back.
Shadow looked scared. He thought he was not seen.
Yeah, yeah. Tag along. Look, if you've got something to say, just say it.
That was to you, Gwen.
He just sort of looks away again and goes, Would it make a difference? Would you listen and hear me for once?
Conversation's a two-way street, Miss Gwen. I ain't been here to listen. I'm here now. So you want to talk?
I don't know. Spent 5 years getting told what to do and nobody listened to me outside of my friends, so maybe I'm a little angry that everyone keeps fucking off and leaving us in the dark. Not telling us anything.
Hmm. So that's what it's about. Sure, I left. Do you want to know why?
Going to change anything?
That's up to you.
Left Viv and
I did. I left. I left. And I made sure to gather as much information as I could and keep those assholes off your back for as long as I damn could. I paid my price for it.
shouldn't have kept us in the dark.
Hmm. What kind of dark?
Not knowing all the secrets and the keeping things from us and all of it.
How much running do you think I was doing, kid?
I don't know, Viv, and that's the point.
I bought you time. That's all I had. Found you. Well, guess it doesn't mean anything to you right now, girl. I already got yelled at for it.
If you're
Found you.
talking about Adam, then I was angry.
Yes. You
Could
had a
you?
wish. You had a wish in your heart, kid. A dream. You wanted to go home. He's a piece of it, right?
Piece that you kept from me for at least a year.
He asked that of me. I tried to bring him home safe to you. Sorry it took so long.
Guess that neither of you saw how much I needed him.
I kept my promises. And if that's what makes me, well, a bit rough around the edges in your mind, fine. So be it. I'll keep to those promises.
Wish I could see you and trust you the way the others do.
Vivian just shrugs. That's up to you, kid. All I can do is be here. And all I can do is keep worrying about you. Best I can, anyway. And keep maybe kicking a shadow that keeps tagging along.
Think you need him.
I do. More than I care to admit. But, well, that's just it. We've both lost someone. And that's about the past. But, and Vivian looks down at her shadow, who is currently flipping her off. Just because someone's not with us right now doesn't mean that they ain't with us. Well, she puts her hand over where her heart should be. Right here. Making sure we're moving forward. And that's the important part.
That's it.
So what you say? Keep walking forward?
It's not like there's a path backwards.
Really?
You go that one.
Peanut gallery's going off.
Peanut gallery can wait.
The peanut gallery cannot wait because Gray is shouting at Vivian.
aka the peanut gallery, can shut up because Vivian is not paying attention. Aha. I know how to not pay attention to the peanut gallery.
I feel like Gray's about 30 seconds from unmuting just to shout at Viv.
Fair enough.
A lot less than 30 seconds.
Fair enough.
No, but you guys are doing beautifully.
uh, hmm.
Fuck.
Who just said fuck?
There were people on the side of the road way too close to the edge.
Ah,
The real Greg just said fuck.
Devil
Uh.
fuck. Back.
well, if they want to be stupid, that's their prerogative.
Hail
They're
and
called
tornado.
speed bumps.
Louisiana.
Damn it.
Fuck. Vivian stares down at the shadow one more time. Happy now, asshole.
Shakes his head and then motions towards, like, actually basically stands on the side of Vivian, breaking the laws of shadow physics, and motions towards Gwen. Doing his best to charades. Fucking ugh.
Gwen has to turn her head to the side and like try to turn a snorting laugh into a cough.
You are a mother of a fucking 6-year-old. You know how to hug people. Do it.
Vivian just puts her hands on her hips. Like, really? And literally just gestures towards Gwen and goes, does she really look like she actually wants to hug me right now? Really? Really?
This shadow looks at you with this almost pleading hand, like, please.
God damn it. And then she just looks back over towards Gwen and goes, see what I gotta deal with.
Got very strong opinions. As Gwen is like finally slowly climbing to her feet and like dusting herself off and kind of going I mean Gwen,
Look,
enabling Gray.
Vivian just, again, gesturing towards Gray and then gestures at Gwen again. I ain't good with this shit, but I'm pretty sure.
His turn for the hands on the hip.
I don't think he's going to stop.
No shit.
I'm
Gwen.
dead. I'm all dead.
I won't even be
Careful
happy when I'm
Gwen just slowly clambers down out of the snuggly pile of dream eaters.
Vivian is literally just staring at Gray's shadow. Like, really? Really? This is what we're going on about now?
An aggressive nod.
AKA, they're siblings. No, at this point, you can. Well, Gwen, roll perception, please. This is gonna be entertaining.
Roll the Percepes.
E.
I got
25.
25.
Gwen, this close, and with Gray in pure silhouette, it is easier to see the skeletal features and everything. That it's way too easy to tell they're too identical. Despite the height difference, despite them being opposite sexes, these two are twins. And they're bickering like a pair.
They're siblings, Your Honor.
Not identical, but goddamn right they are. And Gray is not letting up on that. Hug. Like, basically chanting from the shadows.
Fraternal twins.
Come here already.
God.
Jesus, he's not gonna stop.
Just
I hate everything about you, goddamn you.
Oh
did
no.
Vivian just get kidnapped into a hug?
Just Vivian just gives a long suffering look towards Gwen of he ain't letting up.
I mean, obviously, he seems very determined.
No, she is. She just gestures at Gray again and goes, "Look, you hug her."
The shadow just doesn't move for a bit, and then just does the look at me motion from the ground. Starts serrating again. I need my son to be physical.
That actually gets a grin out of Vivian.
Gwen looks at Gray for a second, then like inclines her head towards Vivian, like, should I just hug her? Would that work? Would that make you happy?
There's a look, and then a look back at Vivian. And you can't see any facial features, but anyone can hear it, see that little shoulder chuckle of and nodding.
Vivian immediately goes to double bird flip off the shadow.
He accepts. And do you guys have anything else you want to do? Or you go
Gwen
Gucci?
will take another step forward and just like lean down, hug the Vivian. Ha, trapped.
Vivian, of course, just looks put upon for a minute, just sigh.
How dare you
But
force some emotions on me?
upward, but otherwise does accept the hug and pat the Gwen. Just hi, you tall, crazy Amazon.
At
And
least she's not as tall as Juliet.
This is
course
very
not.
true.
And with that, we can finally say goodbye to San Francisco and move back to the ship.
Goddamn.
Freedom.
Thank fucking God! This is why I said about fucking 10:30, because I knew combat would drag out if I made a fuck up. And lo and behold, I made a fuck up.
Lightly stabbed. Oh, she has to
Yeah.
tell Aaron about that at some point. And Adam.
Oh yeah, no. Let me go ahead and put everybody in the correct placements. There. Oh, hold on. That's not your token anymore. These two over here with everybody else who's arriving. Everybody politely put your tokens in the entranceway. Yes, we're doing this. Cayde will stay over here
So,
as there is, as you guys do fucking arrive at the as you guys do arrive at the ship.
can I make a joke?
Adam, yes, go ahead, please.
Hey, Viv. Hey,
no.
Viv.
Oh god.
It is between entering the hangar and 5 minutes after that you paused and going, that's too long. And as soon as you think that, Luca is right the fuck in front of you with a worried expression.
Oh, there's a disturbance in the force.
As Luca is like right in front of you, suddenly Luca is pushed to the fucking side as there is suddenly a very worried father who is just like full on the fucking woman in every fucking superhero film that lost her child. My baby! Running up to fucking Noir. You are grounded until college. What's college? Exactly. Come on. Where did you get that hat? I don't care. No, grounded until college. And you were stuck with the doctor trip as well.
Vivian just sighs.
Go with the doctor, both of you. Make sure you're okay. Please. Please be okay.
Vivian just immediately gives Poker a glare and goes, "You? I didn't even get to do all of this. You know what?
You didn't.
Shit.
You are lucky I'm not tying you down to the bed rest for a month.
The
Look
immediate
me in my
response.
soul.
The immediate response
We
of,
will.
do you even think that
You
would
actually
work?
want me to do that?
My
You are
love, you
so
got
broken up. You-
EBDB.
So all I said was in Luca's voice, do you actually think that would work? Is my question,
No.
Smoker.
No, but at the same time, I'm fucking worried.
And it's no perception roll needed for Luca. Those eye bags are Versace.
Fucking Gray, not Gray. Smoker's not far behind as he starts one by one checking everybody. Looks at Aaron, pauses. Looks good on you, kid. You wear it well.
I want to
Just
fucking die. With the brightest of
Vivian
smiles.
just smirks.
You are EBDB.
Just the brightest of smiles while saying, I want to die.
You're not
We
allowed to.
We have beds for that, and apparently you've been banned from it. And then just checks on Jet. How about you, kid? You good?
Better.
Looks already. Jules. Jules? Still holding in one piece?
I'd say so.
Looks at Gwen. Gwennon?
Gwen does that slightly childish thing of, I have so many different responses from this, and then chooses to pat her side and goes, my stab wound healed nicely.
picks you up like you weigh a bowl of grapes and drags your ass some. Oh, that's Jules as well.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Picks you up, drags you into the fucking conference room. You're fucking what?
When the fuck
Got
did she get
stabbed.
stabbed?
You are you all right?
Well, he fixed it after he stabbed me, so yes.
Just Vivian from the
Do
other
I need
room.
to bury
God
him?
damn it.
You hush. Now, Gwen, I know you don't enjoy my company, but do I need to bury a motherfucker?
Technically, you can't.
What the fuck does that mean?
Gwen, deadpan looking, like clearly trying not to giggle because she has not lost how absurd this situation is. Looks Smoker dead in the eyes and I got into a fight with a dream version of Mordred, and he stabbed me.
Who the fuck is more? Second Grandmaster Mordred.
Yes.
Vivian from the other room again. We need more alcohol.
And then immediately,
You
no,
need
the
to lay
fuck do you
down.
not?
No.
And he does take a moment, just puts a hand on your shoulder. I want to sincerely apologize to you real quick. I'm sorry for whatever I did to piss you off. And I don't know if you're being genuine or not with me anymore, or just trying to get a rise out of me. And if you are, I deserve it. I understand that. But at the same time, I care about you, kid. Now, are you okay? Being real.
Yes, because the stabbing did genuinely happen, and she'll pat her side again.
You? I sticks his head out the fucking door. I'm trying to be a good person and make up. God damn it.
I
I
do
want
have to at some point in time tell my boyfriend his father stabbed me, so that's going to be a fun conversation.
the zip back immediately. What do you mean you're what? What?
Adam is
Yeah.
Mordred's son.
No one ever told Smoker that in depth. So he just takes a moment. You mean to tell me? Gwen
Yeah.
grabs both your shoulders and then goes, "Are you mentally okay with everything that's happening?
Uh,
You don't have
okay.
to. You don't have to say yes.
I don't think the answer is yes, considering there's a whole bunch of other stuff I need to go over,
Okay.
including what Mordred said we have to do. And slime. I need to tell you guys about slime.
Okay. First things first. If that's all right with you, I want you to go lay down and rest. Y'all had clearly a day or night or whatever the fuck.
Well, no, you need to know about this because it is somewhat important that I tell you so you don't freak out later.
Okay, I'm back up into the hallway. You got the full room, and around that time, Jules, you do notice that Adam has not at the point of like someone stabbed Gwen and arrived, but just a little after that. As you
Exactly
know,
what point did I arrive in again?
Adam, did I say Jules?
Adam's standing behind you now.
Ah,
Gwen, like, standing in the doorway now, goes, so slime is technically a gloom.
oh, that does explain the one that was screaming about the traitor before.
Yes. He's in my pocket right now. Shaped like a rat. Adam saw him sort of earlier, and the others kind of know about him, but I kind of went to Alcatraz and fixed him.
You went by yourself?
Yes.
Okay,
Gwen.
danger aside, what happened?
Um, I sort of briefly talked to the definitely lost his marbles doctor, I
Oh
fixed.
shit.
The slime doesn't like him either and proceeded to destroy the robot he had running around. I didn't touch anything outside of fixing slime, so if you're worried about that.
Work doesn't care about
Re-
you. Continue.
rewind for a minute. He has a robot running around?
Several robots, they're in various states of disrepair, and I get the impression none of them actually really work.
That makes sense. His tech's 300 years old. And the
There was a
plan.
lot of glitching, and, well, at least before Slime destroyed the one that could talk.
Well, good pet then. We'll, and he kind of looks at Viv. We'll look into that other thing later. What else you
Vivian
got?
is pinching the bridge of her nose really hard. Oh shit.
Yeah, I know. What else, kid?
Well, I fixed Slime, and Slime is what the Gloom originally were supposed to be, I guess. Uh, he wants it. I don't know if it has a gender, but they want to help us fight Morgana
Well, that's
or
good.
Blight.
Allies are good.
Mm.
I do enjoy Blight more than Morgana because y'all seem to be more akin to calling her Blight. Or
Well,
it.
I don't exactly enjoy calling it by the name, seeing as it's already still in the face of my teacher and biological mother. So
Fair and valid. Continue.
um, it has some ideas on how to weaken it to a point where we could actually kill Blight.
Okay. I suddenly very much enjoy the rat.
It's a good rat, friend rat. It
Thank
killed
you.
a bunch of glooms while we were down on the, well, blighted glooms, I guess, while we were down on San Francisco.
I like to call them Blights.
As that voice erupts from Gwen's pocket.
Yes, so the rat can talk.
Echo, by the way.
Fuck. Right when I was about to make a funny joke. Okay. Smoker is now wide-eyed. How the fuck is the rat talking?
Now all we need are 4 turtles.
It's sentient, so your guess is as good as mine.
It
Well,
is
and
not
then I
as
went to
it is not as bad as Scuffle's voice.
What?
What do you mean, Scuffle's voice?
Never mind.
we're coming back to that later because I need to know if you have gossiped with Peaches.
No.
Terrible. I now know you have.
Continuing.
Please. So I went to check on the 3 meters in the amphitheater I found that they're staying in. And things got wibbly wobbly, I guess. And I spoke to my parents.
You alright?
Yes, Gwen would have asked the Dream Eaters to get the journal before they left. Gwen was not leaving without that journal.
Yes, so
Okay. You holding up all right after that?
I guess what happened. Gwen, seeing Adam out of the corner of her eye. What that happened next, I don't want to say because my boyfriend's standing right there.
What could possibly be that bad? I mean, seems
Uh,
pretty good. You met your parents. That's something you've been meaning to do. Talk to
well,
them, but no, I guess you that.
technically, did you know how hearts are connected?
Yes, was part of the diving inspiration. The diving classes we took. Why?
Apparently, I'm really fucking good at that, and I can deep dive.
Oh,
I kind
okay.
of took a detour through your heart to get to someone, my love.
You see the dots connecting in his head? No. Did uh, Galaxy?
Do you want to sit down, Adam?
I will after I get my confirmation.
Do you want the message he said, or what actually happened first?
Okay, now I need to sit down. And he's just going to politely excuse himself all the way to one of the chairs.
I imagine Gwen's just leaning on the doorframe now and just, so you didn't answer my question. Do you want what happened or his message?
What did he do? What did he do? What's-
Clearly, 300 years have not been easy on him, and he did not believe I was who I said I was. And I
Okay.
kind of maybe had to fight him a little bit.
Oh boy. Okay.
Well, you won, right?
Technically,
What does technically in this sense mean? He moves over here so everybody can see this.
Gwen does that, puffy cheek. I know what I'm about to say is going to be like emotionally upsetting in some way, and goes, well, I kind of, I'd said this to Viv, and I don't think it, well, I kind of, um, so there was a fight,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of got very much lightly stabbed.
What's Gwen's middle name?
Don't know.
Think of one on the spot real quick for me, just for this last little joke.
Make it another G.
I don't have another good. Aaron's smiley facing. Does Aaron have a good middle name for Gwen? Does Mama Celine have an opinion? Yeah, there you go. That invoked fear in Gwen, so that's it.
Gwennon Marie Gwen. Did my fucking father stab you?
Yes,
I'm going to
with a
kill him.
spear in my side. Please
He
don't
hit
kill him.
He hit you with the spell spear?
It hurts. A lot.
It's used to fucking kill giants. I imagine it would. Are you alright?
Well, he fixed it.
Yes, it's him. Of course he fixed it. He fixed all his fuck ups. Because, oh Lord, forgive, he has one.
He says he's sorry.
What do you mean?
He said he's sorry he wasn't there for you, and that he was not a good father.
Of course, it took him, of all people, 300 years.
He's happy you're alive.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Mm. He's also somewhat got a plan for
Okay.
fighting Morgana or Blight.
All right. And how does my father? How the fuck is he even alive? Actually, well, no. What's his plan to beat Morgana or Blight?
What-
Damn it!
Yeah,
Neither-
okay, we'll get used to it, okay? I know it's got her face, but we'll get used to it. We have to free him first.
Okay, what fucking room is he in? Is he in one of the fucking VIP areas or some bullshit?
He actually had a brief rant on this. And she peeks out, looks directly at Viv and Smoker, and goes, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say.
Oh, this is going to be good.
He's been locked inside of Kingdom Hearts.
Smoker looks you dead in the face, hits the ground.
Vivian just sighs.
Did he just?
I
He
don't
good?
know if he fainted or if he's being dramatic.
Both.
He's not fainted nor being dramatic. He just hit the ground and going like, "Of course."
He's being dramatic.
Yes, he is. And right behind you, you hear it worse. The fuck put him in Kingdom Hearts?
I don't know, he didn't elaborate. He
Of
said
course
he
he
could
didn't.
tell us more once he was out.
All right.
I have good news on that front, I think.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how to find the door, but I know what it looks like.
Well, I guess that's something.
Eh, technically, sort of, kind of been there a couple times.
Usually it just sort of looks at you, Gwen, thinks for a moment. It's just like, did you tell us about that?
Well, I didn't know where it was at the time or the location, but I managed to connect the dots while I was talking to Mordred. You remember how I mentioned that I a couple of times when my dream oracle stuff kicked in and I saw Araquis and Xehanort outside a big dusty door surrounded by like sand.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, that's the door.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Told you not to tell me.
Well, either way, we're not going to figure out where it is just staying here. Where's the next stop?
The I'll look into it. I can check in with some of the informants we've sent out, and I can try and see if they know anywhere sandy and somewhere with a big door. Actually, I haven't heard from our informants for a bit. Last ones that were out there were Ariel and Axel. They were checking out a snowy area. Said an influx of gloons had been there, so there's also what's that place with the long hair, my love? The Kingdom of Corona. There's been an influx in the Kingdom of Corona as well.
Hmm.
So for now, I think we should get some fucking food and then work out where to go next. Please?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Hey, Kuri.
You know what's up, bud?
Do you want me to bully Nini?
Oh, please let you bullying Nini be the last thing we do.
I will, yeah, because I will do a time check reminder over here.
It
Mm-hmm.
is almost.
I want to do one little
And
thing, and Nini's going to fucking cuss me out. Hey, Viv.
Do it. Do it.
The new phone that you got not too long ago starts playing an old ringtone. The Wayward Canary.
Ariel. Ariel.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Is it a recognizable ringtone to anyone?
For Viv.
Vivian blinks, stares at her new phone. What in Sam hell? And picks up her phone.
There's no
And
sound.
how in hell did you get my goddamn phone number already?
Now that's no way to speak to an old friend, Viv.
Lex.
Lex.
That better not be who the fuck I think it is from the ground.
Can I hear the voice?
Lex is not the softest of voices.
Yeah, no, Juliet fucking hears the voice and nearly topples over Aaron in the process. Just, oh, hold up, who is that?
Vivian just holds up a finger. I ain't had this thing for all of 3 days. The hell you want?
Oh, now I need to want something in order to check in on an old friend. I see how it is. You can
Yeah, an old
basically
friend
hear
who's
the grin.
an old friend who's supposed to be dead. What you want?
Oh,
You
please.
asshole! What?
Oh, please. Like, I don't know how hard it is to kill you.
Oh no shit. What you want, my friend? What's up? What do you have for me?
Oh, absolutely nothing. Why would I have anything when I'm just checking in on you? I'm having a date night with a certain person right now. What do you think?
Oh god damn it. Do tell her hi for me, you goddamn asshole of a bitch. What are you doing?
Just the cackling of a certain Kingsglaive.
Vivian? Is that Vivian on the phone?
Yeah, it's Viv. Clearly over the shoulder.
She's
Both
gonna
of
get
you
off your ass
shut
for
up.
that.
Both of you shut up. I'm supposed to be dead.
That was a Curry laugh, not her laugh.
God damn it.
You should visit sometime.
God, you fucking retard!
Arden, there are stupid drivers.
Terrible.
Clearly.
The timing.
I know, right?
Juliet's just standing off to the side, just like, is that actually Lex? Am I actually hearing his voice?
Listen,
Now he really can't breathe.
listen. The second that I can actually visit, I will. Right now, that ain't happening, and you know exactly why.
Oh, so I get to kidnap you on principle. Cool. I'll let you know when I'm stopping by and click.
Excuse me?
Click. He's hung up.
As the
See-
click happens, it's just that's very mean of you.
Just Vivian's face is a show of abject horror for a minute as she just stares at her phone, which has call ended on it for a minute, and just, I'm gonna kill this kid.
Was
I'm
that
gonna,
actually Lex I just heard?
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm just gonna,
Juliet just looks back at Aaron, just like, what'd I do?
Just the abject response of, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I mean,
And
like,
with
I'm going
that,
to take that reaction as a yes.
and with that, that is the end of the session. Hi, Cayde. I know you're listening to the recording. I'm so sorry, bud.
No, enjoy your good soup.